On Fresh TV, the weekend bush getaway tucked into the city. How's this for a parents' retreat? Dessert alert, Rob's got the goodies you won't be able to resist. And Josh takes the family on a glamping trip down south. Welcome to Fresh TV. We've got some great stuff lined up for you today, starting with these guys, the crew from Lindley Valley Pork, who are barbecuing up a feast. I can't wait to try this. So stay with us. We'll see you a bit later.
We're joined today by Pete Manifest. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're just having a chat before, and it seems we've got a bit of an Onslow connection.
Well, it's a place where I grew up, and like yourself, small towns are amazing to be growing up in.
What are we having today? What's the plan?
Well, I was hoping you're going to get a little bit of olive oil, lemons, pearl barley, some broccolini,
Yep.
maybe some cherry tomatoes, bit of baby kale,
Yep.
and then definitely some squid would be great.
I'll shoot off to Coles, get the ingredients, come back, prepare a banquet.
Awesome, let's go.
See you soon.
Each week on Fresh TV, Retrovision has been introducing us to its local business customers. This week, it's the Pullman Resort at Bunker Bay.
Tony, how you going? Good.
When you said come to lunch, I didn't realise it was going to be this place.
This is one of the perks of my job. Through the southwest, I go around to all the different businesses, hotels, motels, restaurants, even supermarkets. We provide commercial equipment for kitchens, like big Rationale ovens and things like that, large bain-maries.
Daryl's made a bit of a discovery. Apparently, the chef here is pretty good.
So I tell you what, I've got a great chef, Romain, pastry chef. We're going to have a great feed in there, so come on in and enjoy it.
Mate, I don't mind hanging out with you.
Let's go, definitely.
The Pullman Resort is right on Bunker Bay, and it really is a magical spot. Daryl says he visits here regularly, and it's part of Retrovision's DNA to back the locals.
We're a great local company. We support all the local businesses, and our pricing is very, very competitive.
It's a pretty upmarket experience here, so I think their chef will be pretty good.
Very, very proud of Romain, our pastry chef. He's a Michelin 2-star pastry chef, does some of the most amazing work.
So I'm going to sneak into the kitchen and say g'day.
He's credible, and his product is just sensational. He uses a lot of local ingredients in his creations. I feel very, very privileged to have him as part of our team here at Bunker Bay.
I love watching a chef at work. You can always learn something. This macaroon is looking pretty amazing.
This looks absolutely spectacular, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it more pretty than just a simple macaroon.
The effort Romain is putting into the presentation is really impressive.
Right now you've nailed it. Its presentation looks absolutely sensational.
Thank you.
I'm not holding back anything.
No, come on, let's
I'm
just
gonna
go.
have a dig in
Yeah,
that,
look,
so
let's
Enjoy.
tuck in.
Hey, thank you.
Hopefully you will be back.
Mate, always come back.
How are you, Julie?
Oh, good, Miles. Yourself?
Oh, pretty good.
That's good.
Hey, I need some lemons, need some barley,
Yeah.
need some olive oil, need some broccoli.
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Well, we've got the lemons and broccoli here and fresh produce.
Yep.
If you go down aisle 7, it's halfway on your right. That's where you'll find your barley and your olive oil.
Halfway on the right, aisle 7.
Yeah, would you like me to take you there and show you?
Perfect, let's go.
Okay.
How are you, Jason?
Hey Miles, pleased to meet you. How are you?
You too, not too bad. Wow, life is bustling, eh?
Yeah, busy little store this one.
Yeah, it feels more like a farmer's market than a supermarket these days.
We're trying to push for good specials on Friday, changeover, and obviously create a lot of market feel. You know, where the customers can come in, get their fresh produce as well as a good price as well. We want to create a real one-stop shop for Christmas this year. For all our customers knowing that they can come here and feel like it's Christmas at home in the Byford store.
Being a part of the community, fantastic.
Yeah,
Excellent. Nice
Beautiful.
to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm fully stocked. Let's see what magic the chef can weave with this lot.
After the break, Miles gets sizzling with a simple squid salad.
This is my style of cooking.
And Food, wine and wilderness, the perfect place to recharge your batteries.
You can come here for a weekend and you won't have to leave.
Welcome back. Well, I have with me John Thompson from Lindley Valley Pork and Gus Face Griller from Perth Barbecue School. I couldn't possibly have two better pork experts. Take us through what you're going to cook.
Absolutely. So we've already got a few low and slow cuts that we've been smoking away since earlier today. But in the meantime, we get started on cutting down some quick steaks for the barbecue.
In the last few years, medical science has come out in support of pork and animal fats in general, with a lot of studies showing they're better for us than vegetable oils.
It's not only a beautiful tasting meat, but it's high in nutrients that the body needs. Riboflavin, thiamine, niacin, vitamin B6, zinc, iron.
Add to that an increased consumer demand for knowledge of where their food's coming from, and you can see why free-range producers like Lindley Valley Pork are doing so well.
We've got the biggest free-range breeder unit in the whole of the Southern Hemisphere down in beautiful Albany.
Lindley Valley Pork is one of more than 100 West Australian food producers that support the Buy West Eat Best program, which promotes the many benefits of buying locally grown food.
But these animals, they just run free. This is free range. They have the best environment, which breeds the best animal, which then gives us the best tasting meat because these animals are looked after in that environment.
Pork is super versatile. So, what we're doing today, we've got some pulled pork, which took, a good sort of 10 or 12 hours to cook. So obviously when you've got a bit more time up your sleeve on the weekends. We've got some pork ribs, which are, always delicious, and we're done in probably about 4 hours. And then you can also do faster cooks during the week if you want to still get some pork on your fork, which is things like we're doing some ribeye and some fillet as well.
Well, I'm going to leave you guys to it because I think you've got it covered. I'll be waiting over there and I'm looking forward to the feast.
Brilliant. We'll see you then.
Today's Fresh TV celebrity cooking segment is filmed in the capital by Peter Stannard. This immaculately presented home boasts a generous 397 square metres of living space over 3 levels. It has a massive 5-car rear garage, wine cellar, internal lift and a fully fitted kitchen with scullery. There's a generous master bedroom and ensuite plus large living areas and a huge alfresco entertaining area. For home open times, see the website at stannardgroup.com.au.
Mate, it's a feast for the eyes here. So what's the first part of this process?
Because we're going to make like this ancient grain sort of slaw thing, we just want it all quite rough, and I heard you like to make noise, so just sort of chop it up like that there.
This is my style of cooking.
I asked you to get the whole squid because we want to clean it up, so it's so easy.
Is that the beak?
There's a little beak in it. Well, I'll take the head off. That's the only part of the squid you want to throw away, plus the guts inside.
Yep.
Just run it out. And then I just cut up into rough rings.
Yep.
We'll get the rest of these done because I'm hungry, only like you. And our next step is we're gonna grill the squid. And then straight into the pan. With the squid.
Yep.
They're ready to go. We want to season that up with some nice salt and pepper.
I can do that.
This is some of the pearl barley that we cooked. We just boiled that until it was soft. So a little handful of baby kale in there. And then I've just got some little toasted sunflower seeds and pepitas. And we'll throw the squid in there.
And we're generous with this too?
Very generous with that, There we go. All that juice from the squid as well is important. So we're just going to mix that through.
Yep.
It's good Greek yogurt,
Exquisite.
It's
Yeah.
a good sharing dish like that.
Yeah.
What can you go wrong with? It's fantastic.
So while the boys take care of the cooking, I'm off to explore an oasis on the edge of the city. Mandoon Estate, in the heart of the Swan Valley wine region. Just a 25-minute drive from the CBD, but once you're here, you could be a million miles away. Can you hear me over the sound of those crickets?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It really feels like you're in the bush.
It does. It's a beautiful view, lovely sounds. This tranquil patch of paradise has a history that dates back to the Swan River settlement. It was once owned by the colony's first Surveyor General, John Septimus Rowe.
He had this property back in 1840 and it stayed in his family right up until 2008.
Mandoon Estate's been open as the modern tourism complex that it is for 3 years, and it's become a very popular spot for weekend getaways.
Lots of our bookings have been people, especially people from Perth, just wanting to get away, maybe a night away from the kids or two, but still...
Now, why would you ever want to leave the kids?
I could tell you a few reasons, but they do, and they can be back home in 25 minutes if they want to.
These new executive suites have only just opened. How's this for a parents' retreat? Loft bedroom with a choice of 250 movies.
Got a new hotel which is called The Colony, and we've got 32 luxurious rooms opening.
When you do venture out of your room to eat, take your pick. There's Wild Swan Restaurant, the Homestead Brewery, or the Lawn Area with a garden bar, picnic tables and live music.
We're sitting in the fine dining restaurant now. Obviously you can have a la carte or a degustation in here and sit out in this nice sort of view looking out into the vines.
Michael Hartnell is the executive chef in charge of it all.
Or you could go down onto the lawn and have a spit roll where we do whole animals roasted on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. And then we've got the Homestead Brewery, which is obviously, you know, your old favourites like fish and chips, burgers, pizzas. I try and use as much local as possible, but you know, sort of the nice stuff that comes into season at certain times of the year. We have some great growers and producers in the valley that help us out here.
You can sample wine at the cellar door, beer at the on-site brewery, go on a bush tucker tour, get back to nature with a stroll through the vineyards, or just admire them from your balcony.
So you can come here for a weekend and you won't have to leave. You can have a nice casual lunch in a brewery, you can have dinner in a fine dining restaurant, you can visit an art gallery, you can sit out in the beer garden and listen to live music, so heaps to do.
The perfect spot for a bit of all-round relaxation and restoration, with or without the kids. Experience the beautiful Mandoon Estate with 50% off a 2-night stay. Just use the promo code FreshTV. Coming up on Fresh TV, the pork is served. Gus, this looks incredible. This segment is brought to you by Millbrook Winery. John and Gus have been slaving over a hot grill, perfecting pork 3 ways.
In this one we've got some pork ribs, which are just about ready to come off.
Yeah.
So we've given them sort of a final glaze just to get them nice and sticky. And in this one we've got a beautiful rack of pork that
you've rubbed.
Yep, so we've given it a bit of a rub, mostly salt and pepper, just to let the meat sort of shine through.
And this, the most mouth-watering of all, a boneless collar butt broken up with very little effort into tender, juicy strips of pulled pork.
Look at that.
And we get to sink our teeth into this with coleslaw on sweet brioche buns. Gus, this looks incredible. Thank you so much. 3 different versions. This is, you've outdone yourself.
Yeah, look, my pleasure. Really, we just wanted to show the versatility of pork. So we've got everything from, 10-hour smoked pulled pork through to the rack there that took us probably about 45 minutes to an hour.
John, what are you going to get stuck into first?
I think it's got to be the ribs for me. They're sensational. Gus has done a great job with them. But let's also remember to buy West, eat best. Let's keep our farmers in jobs. It's very important that we keep local produce on the plates in WA.
And with that, let's get into it.
It's an absolute pleasure meeting you, Pete. Telling some old stories over some exquisite food. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. And like this dish you could offer with for Christmas or something, that'd be perfect.
Beautiful. So wine, what's your recommendation?
It's a Tempranillo grape, which is a Spanish style, but it's nice and light. Because it's Australian, in West Australia it'd be quite young.
I'm going to dig in.
You got a fork there for me, let me dig.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's
It's
right.
very selfish of me.
No.
Just jump in on my own.
Looks good.
There you go. Yeah.
So I've arrived here at All Boats and Caravans. Maz, how are you, buddy?
Good, Josh, yourself?
The plan is now to find a van that can take the whole family down south. Maz is going to show me a few options.
Corrimal Windsor do the full range. They've really reinvented themselves. They're a WA company, reinvented themselves over the last year or so. The stuff that are coming out of there now is absolutely fresh. There's a great word, isn't it?
We start with this rugged off-roader. It's called the Windsor Silhouette. It's a pop-up and it's a ripper. It really does have heaps of features. Well, Maz, that's certainly a nice trailer, but I think that there's not enough luxury for my wife in that one.
Okay, well, let me see if I can entice you into something like this.
Next, we take a look at the Pioneer. It's an off-roader as well, but a little bit more upmarket. It certainly has a few more creature comforts, but with 2 kids in the family, I think we might have to just go a little bit bigger. I think we're getting there.
So, Josh, you said you wanted luxury. Step inside the Princeton.
I'm excited. The Princeton is the top of the wazza when it comes to luxury. Nothing in this van is second best. It has an ensuite, a full-size oven, a pull-out barbecue, now that's definitely going to come in handy, and even a washing machine.
Features are all very, very upmarket. 2-door fridge, oven with this one. Beautiful crescent-shaped lounge in the entry.
Well, you can certainly notice the space. I think this is the one. This will make the wife very happy. So I've got the van. Now I'm going to go home and pack up the family and head down south.
Up next, Rob lands in chocolate heaven. And how to eat like a king when you're camping.
Look at this. Oh, yeah.
For more great ideas and recipes, see Fresh in the Today Lift Out of the West Australian on Thursday.
Tucked away in West Leederville, I've found this boutique creator of premium desserts you have to see to believe. This is Andrea. She's the pastry chef here at Aluma Fine Foods, and she's going to show me the ropes.
So this is where the magic happens, eh?
Yes, it is.
And it's like Willy Wonka in here, with all the beautiful colours.
Pretty much, yeah. I love making very colourful cakes.
The base for this scrummy one is a raspberry mousse cake, and it's packed with goodies as well. Inside you'll find layers of mango and raspberry jelly, and it's all resting on a lemon olive oil cake. Stop it. It's really nice. Mirror glazing is an amazing technique, not often seen here in Western Australia. How good does that look? And the wraps and decorations are all chocolate.
G'day, Rob.
Rob is one of the managers at the store. He's been here since the beginning.
What a fascinating place.
It's been a bit of a journey coming around and getting started, but it's so good to finally be ready.
I'm on a sugar high already, and I haven't even started eating yet.
So dark chocolate mousse is the base of most of them, but we're starting to branch out to a white chocolate mousse as well, and then you get to see that beautiful mirror go over the top.
Right, and you make a low-cal version of that?
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The business is all built around passion, and it believes in giving young people the opportunity to learn and grow, not just in the kitchen, but also in the arts. It's an initiative called Feed the Fire, and part of the profits from the business go to support women and help them follow their dreams.
And we want to kind of help people, again, give that opportunity to follow their passion and create something that they might not have been able to have the chance to do before.
Right, my turn now. So, Coach, what have I got to do?
So you pour this one first. Exactly. So you start in the middle and then you just go around in circles.
Oh, I knew this.
To make sure. There you go. You had it.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
now you just add this one.
Right.
And just like a swirl.
So just across it like that?
Yes.
Watch this. Trained professional.
Beautiful. There you go. That's your mango and raspberry twist. How lovely is that?
Hey, look at that. Beautiful. If you want to see it here, they've got a viewing gallery. You can have a bit of cake and a bit of coffee and watch Andrea, the chef, mirror glazing her little heart out to make some of the most beautiful pastries we've ever seen in Perth.
Now the taste test. Absolutely heavenly.
That's a good feeling. Cute.
But great idea for a dinner party. You know, you cook the main course, you don't even bother doing dessert. You pop in here, you've got 8 guests, you get 8 of these beautiful red things or
Yeah.
whatever. Very glamorous end to a dinner, isn't it?
It is.
So we finally made it down to Margaret River and we're here at the Big Valley Caravan Park. And I can't wait to just kick back and relax. I'm going to send my lovely wife off with the kids to go and feed some of the animals while I whip up a tasty, delicious dinner. And wow, the kids are in for a real treat. There is virtually a menagerie of animals here. Guinea pigs, water birds, chooks.
What did you get?
I found an egg.
You found an egg?
You never know what adventures you'll get up to when you head out bush. Some of the animals here are really inquisitive. This one's even keen for a selfie. Once I've got the lamb cooking, I join up with the family to help feed the sheep.
Put some in your hand, like this.
Oh, you just give them a whole bucket? So now it's time to head back. Best I don't tell these little guys I'm having lamb for dinner. Now I slice the lamb and start to plate up. Place the lamb on top, finish off with some pomegranate and a few dollops of yogurt. And now that looks amazing.
Look at this.
Oh, yum.
What do you think, Axel?
Yum.
You want some?
A luxury caravan, delicious lamb, amazing spot down south. This is what memories are made of.